you a drink, serve it on the rocks and knock your socks off. Get tossed and tossed. Oh! Woo! Distraction signing off.
News and booze.
It's finally time for
News and booze. News and booze. News and booze. Oh yeah.
And now, Jay Jaime and George Rodez.
Tell me something, Jay. It's still we the people, right? Right.
Interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. And now, to you, distraction.
And you ain't black. If you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. And we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded. Come on, all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on, I'm not going to answer the question. Will you shut up, man? What a stupid son of a bitch.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Wednesday, got nothing to do. 5 p.m. Catch
News and booze.
If you like straight facts, local music, and cartoons, look no further.
News and booze.
With KJ, Epic, and J. George too, bringing the flavor with
News and booze.
If you got a little something to get off your chest, then come be a guest on
News and booze.
Streaming it live for Facebook and YouTube, who's giving it to you.
News and booze.
Live performances heavily encouraged. Bring your liquid courage.
News and booze. News and booze. News and booze. News and booze. News and booze.
Kick up your feet and pour you a drink. Serve it on the rocks and knock your socks off. Get tossed and tossed. Oh! Woo! Distraction signing off.
News and booze.
It's finally time for
News and booze. News and booze. News and booze. Oh yeah.
And now, Jay Jaime and George Rodez.
Tell me something, Jay. It's still we the people, right? Right.
interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. And now, to you, distraction.
And you ain't black. If you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. And we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded. Come on, all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on, I'm not going to answer the question. Would you shut up, man? What a stupid son of a bitch.
Wednesday, got nothing to do. 5 p.m. Catch
News and booze.
If you like straight facts, local music, and cartoons, look no further.
News and booze.
With KJ, Epic, and J. George too, bringing the flavor with
News and booze.
If you got a little something to get off your chest, then come be a guest on
News and booze.
Streaming it live from Facebook and YouTube, who's giving it to you.
News and booze.
Live performances heavily encouraged. Bring your liquid courage.
News and booze. News and booze. News and booze. News and booze. News and booze.
Kick up your feet and pour you a drink. Serve it on the rocks and knock your socks off. Get tossed and tossed. Oh! Distraction signing off.
News and booze.
It's finally time for
News and booze. News and booze. News and booze.
And now, Jay Jaime and George Rodez.
Tell me something, Jay. It's still we the people, right? Right?
The following program is rated R and may contain coarse language and graphic discussions about controversial topics that social media censors. Viewers who are easily offended or triggered should fuck off immediately. Like right now, Lev, get the hell out of here. Come on, these assholes are drunk and high, what else would you expect? You better catch up. Hey, take a shot for me. I now jive you the stars of this kick-ass show, M.R. J. James, and M.R. George Rodez. Now sit back, relax, load a bowl, make a drink and don't forget about our news booze anthem. Let's go Brandon. Let's go Brandon. Fuck you Joe Biden.
Hopefully nobody's watching. Yeah, they're talking shit
they're
about
talking
it.
shit already.
There we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Georgia Day. The woke. What happened? The woke mob try to sabotage us again.
And I am Chacho.
All right, to the right of me, I got Sugar Sean.
You listening on your phone? Make sure that sounds good.
Sugar,
Sean.
how you get so
Nothing's
high.
up on his screen.
Sugar, how you get so high.
Yeah.
Why aren't you pulling up, Sugar? Come on. All right, so we do have a lot to talk about today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a tragic 48 hours, man. I do got to tell you that. It's been pretty tough. It's been a pretty tough 48 hours here. Watching the news cycle and watching the chaos that's ensued. People blaming Trump for a plane crash and vice versa. And I got to say that my heart's with and my thoughts are with the people that are facing this tragedy head on. I mean, it was a regional jet from Kansas to D.C., a routine flight. A helicopter, Black Hawk helicopter, crashes into the airplane as it's landing. I mean, the airplane was doing everything perfectly. It was doing everything routine, and all of a sudden, so who's at fault? I mean, finding out who's at fault is not going to bring the family back, but how do we prevent something as routine as a landing and a takeoff?
And for one, you can't blame the president. Everyone wants to blame Trump for this crash, and that's the dumbest thing ever. Things happen, things happen, and the bottom line is they recovered the black boxes, and we'll see what happens, what unfolds. But it's not one person. It's not George's fault. It's not Chacho's fault. It's people. You can't point fingers at anybody, and that's the dumbest thing that's going on in this country today. Anyways, go ahead, George.
And here's the thing with the and Trump saying it has to do with DEI. A lot of people are upset with him saying that. Well, maybe he has some intel, maybe some information that we don't know about. I mean, remember Russia, everything. Trump's been right about every single thing. 99% of the time, Trump is right. So let's see what unfolds. I mean, are the standard for FAA traffic controllers down?
And again, that might have been a knee-jerk reaction comment to say, again, there's only 18 people in what is a 30-man job? Is that right for
something
the
like
air
that.
traffic control? By the way, guys, we have a professional pilot calling in. We're gonna be calling him about 6 o'clock tonight. 25 years in the air, commercial planes all the way down to Cessnas, and we're gonna get some insight on an actual person that people that we know that can talk about what could have happened. Either way, it was an accident, and there's no way to blame anybody. And if you're blaming people, this is why we're calling DEI for idiots, because everyone wants to blame somebody on something. And that's the problem with everything. I'm glad we had this argument on Anthony Hauser's page today, and I'm hoping that you are listening and watching. I invited you all live at 5:30. Welcome to the show.
We don't censor anybody. You're more than welcome to call in too.
And if you have some news that we've never heard, then you know what? More power. Then we're learning something as well, and that's what makes this the new media. Which, by the way, we signed up for that.
We have some good news. We'll get to that afterwards. Trump's press secretary.
All our 40 followers, they love the fact that we're the new media.
And by the way, haters, thank you for being one of those.
I'm on a good one tonight.
You can call us at
760-887-6866.
Can we put the number there? Oh, bigger.
It's already on there.
It's already on there.
See how our phone works. We are live all around the world. It's 5:37 p.m. Today's Friday, January 31st, 2025. Welcome to the show.
All right, man. And then just breaking news about 25 minutes ago, a medevac plane just crashed into Philadelphia. Man, what is going on?
It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
I'm surprised. Oh, Trump shouldn't have fired. Trump hasn't fired anything. Trump has given them the option to turn in their notice to quit. So as far as you saying, oh, Trump fired FAA, no. Show me the proof. Show me the pudding, baby. Show me the pudding.
And that's exactly why we're here to tell you the facts, because you don't listen to the facts. You listen to the clips. You listen to the wrong media, unfortunately. But you know what? More power to us, because whether you like it or not, your lives are going to
be better.
That's right.
under this administration. Man, right. I was at the office today, and they had CNN on, and I'm like, okay, let me see how long I can watch this crap for the blatant lies. I'll tell you what, for 10 minutes, they were pretty neutral. They were okay. After that, it was, Trump this, if it wasn't for Trump. I'm like, holy moly, no wonder my aunt, your friends, your cousin, that listen to this crap, they think that Trump is a Hitler, supposedly. But if he was Hitler and a Nazi, how come Obama was with him at Jimmy Carter's...
And that's all about what even my dad is not even... He just likes... I think he likes to give me shit because I like Trump. I think he likes to give me a little shit because he doesn't care either way, really. But he always said, oh, what about this and what about that? Oh, he told me, like, oh, Trump's building a train to take everybody back to South America. And I was like, what? You mean the Trump train?
Choo-choo!
I mean, yeah, I was like, well, what news are you watching? I stopped talking about it because it takes a lot. And that's why we do this show, for you to listen to the facts, and we can tell you exactly within the next 2 hours exactly what is happening.
There's a gentleman that I respect. He was first of all in the Navy, and I have another one that's an Army vet, and for the most part he makes a lot of sense. But the other day he goes, "What do you mean, Trump? Repatriation? Does that sounds awful lot like concentration camps." You realize that when you repatriate somebody, that means repatriate. You put them back in their own country.
You take your own felons back, and you bring them back in your own population. And exactly.
What's an expat? An expatriate means someone that leaves our country and retires in a different country. Repatriation means you are going back to you're sending them back.
That's
to the country.
That's a very nice way of saying take your fucking idiots back. And we're not taking if, no, ands, and buts. They're going back.
Sean, what do you got to say about this? Hold on, let's see how long it takes him.
Come on, Sean. Your mic's on. Your computer's on.
Show me your tits, Sean. Show me your tits.
He's like cooking out, bro.
He did it all for the cookie.
Oh, yeah. Well, less for the nookie. All right. Hey, what's our phone number again? So you all keyboard warriors can call in. 760-887-6866. That's right. I posted that earlier. Welcome to the program.
Shall we do
all right. Yeah, should we go to our national anthem?
Yeah, let's do national anthem.
How many people do you think are getting pissed off about this?
Oh, well, you know what? They got to delete their pronouns by end of shift today.
And the tariff starts tomorrow too, right, bro?
The what?
The tariffs start tomorrow.
The what?
The tariffs.
The tariffs, bitch.
Oh, we have a phone call.
Right,
I don't know. I don't recognize this one.
That's an Arizona. Oh, Arizona phone call. I think I know who that is.
Let's see. You ready to take it?
Let's take the phone call.
We'll stay on before the national.
All right, news and booze. Who do we have here on the air? Who do we have here on the air?
First of all,
I didn't hear you. Brittany.
What's up, Brittany?
What's up, Brett?
Brittany Kush.
Brittany.
What's going on? What do you got to say? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Funny that the conversation I just saw on your guys' live feed was what I was just talking about with my sister. And I had a conversation earlier about, the illegal speculation of the Trump's Hitler and he's, the concentration camps and asking people for papers.
Yeah.
Doesn't this remind you of somebody when he was asking the Jewish community? Yeah. No, it's not. It's two different things.
Yeah.
First off, the Jewish community were in their own homeland being asked for papers from people who were not in their country, first off. Second off, what country do you get to go to where you just get to stay just happy and as ever? You go to France, you go anywhere, you go to China, you go anywhere in the world. You have to have legal documentation. Your visa's up, they kick you out.
You're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
So you tell us when we finally put our foot down after people have been living here 30 years undocumented, never try to become legal. They've been had more than enough time. I mean, George, come on. Yeah. You and your mom are legal citizens, did the right steps to do it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And are proud Americans.
Exactly. See?
And we worked our ass off to do it, and it's possible. It takes money, I'm not going to lie.
It's possible to do it. Yeah, but it's also determination to want to do the right steps because you're right. You're the right people. The wrong people are the ones bringing in the fentanyl, killing hundreds of thousands of Americans within the last 4 years, teenagers, adults, people who aren't even trying to overdose, trying to get a Xanax because they don't have one, So they get one from somebody, boom, dead.
And then they have AOC saying, "Oh, they're separating parents, they're separating this, and our coffee is going to be more expensive." So what happens when you get arrested or for driving home drunk, George? What happens?
You go to jail.
And does that separate you from your family?
That separates you from your family when you go to jail.
And then they also have another. You have CPS come in and take your children, separate them from you. This is not something that's out of the normal.
Yeah.
Well, that happens too. When you're exactly right. Families get separated, and these again another annoying cunt AOC people like that. They just they're separating families, and our coffee's gonna be more expensive. Oh, our flowers are gonna be more expensive for Columbia. Wah wah wah. You know what? Enough of that. That is behind us. That's behind us, Brat.
Brittany, what do you think about Selena Gomez crying?
Oh my God, I love that.
Was she crying for the women and the teenagers murdered and raped, and the children that were murdered and raped by these people coming from our borders illegally, from our open borders that we were allowing them in? Where are the tears? Where are the tears for those families and those innocent women and children?
She could have waited.
None.
She could have waited for
She's also sitting at home in her $10 million home, sitting real pretty. Is she going to house these illegals? No, none of these liberals or Democrats are going to house them. No one's going to house them.
Did you hear Jewel had to apologize? I'm sorry for upsetting people. Jewel, remember the 80s girl Jewel? Yeah, she ended up apologizing for saying something like, "What? No, what is wrong with you?"
Here's the kicker, Brittany. Selena Gomez's dad left her and he was Mexican. He went back to Mexico. So is that why she said it? Well, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a complete joke. And I got into a conversation today with somebody about how they're like, "Oh, this is not fair. Where's the love thy neighbor, love thy neighbor?" I said, "Love thy neighbor." I said, the people who are coming over here from Venezuela, they're literally taking them from their prisons and shipping them to our country because they don't want them.
Yeah.
And they don't want them back. So you tell me, love thy neighbor? They don't even love their own people. What are you talking about?
And then they don't want them back in shackles. Oh, what are you doing? It's in humanitarian.
And Brittany, here's the funniest part. The people that are telling me that and quoting the Bible are the ones that don't believe in God. They're like, "Oh, well, what Jesus do?" I'm like, well, first of all, you don't believe in Jesus, so why are you even quoting him, you son of a bitch?
It's only convenient when only convenient when it tries to back their sorry for my terminology, retarded there's
That's
retarded
okay.
shit. I don't care.
Play it. Say retarded
I'm gonna
as much
say
as you
it.
want.
I don't give a shit. That's just how I talk.
Say retarded as much as you want. Yes.
Yeah. If you're gonna tell me, "Oh, love thy neighbor," what would God do? What would God do? Are you kidding me? I've seen George's 20 million comments about he mentions the Bible one time and people are just like the demons are coming out on Facebook like, "Oh my God." One time he mentions it. Just one thing.
Just rabid Wolverines.
Yeah, and now everyone's like, "Come on, have some compassion." I have compassion.
Yeah.
I have complete compassion. I love the diversity in America where
you had a coexist sticker on your Volkswagen Rabbit.
Stop pushing us in the corner. Stop pushing us in the corners.
I love the diversity in America, but when my great grandparents came from Germany, they had to go through process. They had to stay in certain areas to make sure they don't carry disease if there's no criminal background. Then they were allowed in to get legalization. They didn't just walk through. They didn't just walk into a country with just no.
Brittany, are you watching right now?
No, don't.
Are you watching?
No,
this?
I'm not.
Okay, we're watching. Look,
no.
My heart goes out to you.
I knew you were gonna fucking do that, stupid.
Well, you mentioned German. You're German.
Do that.
My heart goes out to you.
Oh yeah, he's so.
sad, and we have people saying these poor babies and kids that are being denied. Do you know that more than half of these kids don't even belong to these men and women? Right? They're trafficked.
Yeah.
To give them that sympathy aspect, but they're being trafficked and drug muled in. They're not even with those kids aren't even belonging to those people. So you tell me it's just for the videos, just for the pictures, so the Democrats can, we're saving these kids, we're giving them a second life. Where are those 800,000 kids that are missing?
Who's gonna wash your toilets? That's really? That's
who's gonna pick the strawberry? Who's gonna pick the strawberries,
Who's
bro?
gonna pick the strawberry?
Who's gonna wash the dishes, Sean?
I just got in an argument with this idiot. I'm sorry to say this.
Oh my God! Yes. I'm still waiting for the idiots to call in.
They want so
other, not you.
So this idiot was calling in. No, a couple weeks ago, talking about, well, California has to have $25 an hour minimum wage. California, we have to get this, $25 an hour minimum wage. Mind you, saying,
are they vampires?
Who's gonna pick the strawberries? Well, they get paid $5 an hour. Like justifying that illegal immigrants get paid $5 an hour. Mind you, it's like $9 an hour.
That's been a long-going joke forever.
Where are you?
We've been talking. That's been a long-going joke forever, ever. Basically, let's pick strawberries. That's our flip burgers. That's been the longest-going thing. But it's just so funny now that everything's coming to light now. And like, who's gonna pick our strawberries and wash our dishes and wash our linens at our hotels and blah blah blah.
Then
blah,
stop
blah.
forcing minimum wage to go up for minimum minimum wage for a maximum loser.
I mean, you're
and go back to work.
Where's the Democrats and liberals up in tears about how they want to have I hope you enjoy the higher produce because no one's gonna pick your fruit. Okay, yeah. How about if you paid people livable wages to do that? There'd be more of a demand to go pick the strawberries. You're literally paying, Maria, for instance, $55 for the whole day it takes for her to fill a bin as tall as us in produce. So where's the outrage in the illegal / slavery that we're doing for these people?
And they're slaves to the cartel. They'll never break that bondage because at $55, the cartel gets $40. But somehow the Democrats and the leftists are justifying this. Oh, look, at least they don't got to live in Mexico. I'm like, or Venezuela or wherever it may be.
Well,
man.
again, I'm going to bring up the AOC. I'm going to bring up AOC again and all those, like we were talking about, all the people that are feel bad for all these people. And it's been an ongoing thing for most of my lifetime. We always made fun of, it's always been the strawberry pickers. It's always been, they call it what it is. That's why we're calling tonight DEI for idiots, because it's always been, it's an ongoing thing forever. And now people think that they feel bad because they have their smartphones and Selena Gomez is crying on it, and like you mentioned, open up her homes, to house these people. And I guarantee she has a fence around her properties. And it's just one of those things. That's it. It's enough. It's enough. And they can go ahead and cry and cry and cry. It's all they want. But you know what? It's the common sense. It's time to get back to everybody has a brain on their shoulders. And let's move forward. And let's move forward. And let's make America great again. And it's not a racist thing. Just build the wall. Because look what happened when there was no wall. Let's build the wall. Let's continue doing what we were doing to begin with. 99% of America is red now, and so those of that they want to cry about it. No matter what happened, no matter what you think, no matter what you do, your lives are about to be better.
Brittany, let me ask you this. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was going to say, my husband came home the other day and was talking about how his coworker, who's Mexican, was like, you need to ask your wife if she, stands for you. Because, he's had conversations with that, I support Trump. I voted for Trump. And that wasn't something that was always a thing. But, last 4 years, I changed my mind and, got awakened to the bullshit. And she's like, DEI, they're going to be, firing and taking away jobs from Hispanics and blah, blah, blah. I said, that is complete and utter bullshit. I said, no.
Not if you're good. If you're good at your job.
Now you're going to have to be hired. Now you're going to have to be hired for your qualifications, your merit, who you are as a person, not because you're a female, a color, ethics. I mean, there's your ethnicity is not going to play a factor into it anymore because they have to meet a quota to have 2 females, 2 black, 3 Mexican,
Brittany,
and a couple of white to be.
You are absolutely right. I remember. If you remember where I worked previously, well, listen to this. Where I worked previously, we had my first job over there at the audio place, right? I remember having a conversation with my boss, and we had to hire 2 new people, and one of them was white, and then the other 2 were people of color. The guy that was white had years and years of experience, but we couldn't do it because he gets a tax credit if you hire a person of color. Now, a tax credit comes out to $15,000-$20,000 a year. Now, are you going to hire someone based on color? And unfortunately, he hired the person of color because he got that tax credit. Why are we incentivizing?
So was that called affirmative action back in that day?
Well, no, it's part of the tax code.
Because what year was
in
that?
California.
What year was that though?
2006.
Okay, so back then, I think they called it affirmative action.
But they still have it here in California because the tax code, it's a diverse, literally a diversity.
Yeah,
hire.
they called it affirmative action.
No,
back in
affirmative
the day.
action is for colleges, like. Oh,
well, I mean, I think it's the same time
It's
terminology,
the same
area. That's the differences in
But
how
you-
things are made these days.
Literally said you cannot hire too many white people. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's fucked
That's
up.
literally what it says.
So what
And
would
then,
Dr.
like-
King say about that? you know?
Affirmative action. Yeah, right.
What would Dr. Martin Luther King say about that?
I
thought
have a dream.
He
That
has
there's
a
no
dream?
affirmative action.
I was listening to somebody who was, a black man, and he said, I don't want to be hired based on my color of my skin. He's like, I want to be hired because I have the requirements, I have everything that fits this job description, and I meet those requirements. He's like, and I don't want somebody else to come in that is, under my level and is a gender difference or a skin color difference or a ethnicity difference and get the job based off of that. I mean, Bub's job, he literally works in a warehouse and they keep hiring all these females, and he's like, he goes, I don't care about gender. He goes, but we need to hire people who can do this job.
Who can live shit.
He's like, I'm having to do double time because this person on my team can't do their job, and we're not firing anybody, and we're not doing anything, but we keep hiring females for a job that, yes, if you can do the job, great, but they don't have any experience in it.
Yeah.
So he's having to do double time to compensate for the gender difference, but just because it's a gender thing, it's the equality factor.
Well, it sounds like you subscribe to common sense.
Right.
Yeah, don't hire me because I'm a female. Hire me because I can do my job and do a great job at it.
Yeah,
but don't freaking hire me because I have a vagina versus a penis. Like, that's literally what it comes
and
down
let
to.
me be the first to say that I'm glad you have a vagina. Okay? So
yeah, me too.
or else I wouldn't have 5 badass nephews.
Oh, now we're gonna talk about something. Oh, and then tampons in boys' bathrooms. God.
Oh shit! I don't want to go there. So, what do you think about these airplanes freaking crashing everywhere?
God. Well, can we talk about the video of that helicopter not moving whatsoever, and they were landing? They were 2 minutes from safely landing.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that this was not a setup. This is one of the saddest things I've ever had to witness, knowing how many children, adolescents, families were just torn apart by this, when this is it was no malfunction of a plane or helicopter.
Dude,
There's
seconds from landing.
behind this.
30 seconds from landing.
Literally, and they were safely, because that they're like, okay, everyone fasten your seatbelts. We're getting ready for landing. And you know that sense of relief you feel when you're like, we made it.
God, we're almost here.
That is the saddest fucking thing. And knowing that not all of them died on impact, so they're in this 30-degree Potomac water.
Yeah, it made me sick.
I've been going through as a parent, and this is human beings, it's one of the saddest things I've ever had to witness, aside from 9/11.
9/11,
It's such a sad thing.
Well, Brittany, any final words right now? We got a couple other callers right now.
Yeah, no, everyone just stay off of this, fake media crap, and stick to your guns on how you're feeling.
And watch our
really
show,
guys,
right?
Yeah.
The new media.
Stick to the truth of the real media, and don't buy into this pitiful woe is me victim mentality.
Oh my
Just stick
God!
on in.
I hope they do take care of it. He didn't pardon himself, so good to put him down.
All right, thank you so much for calling in, Brittany. Ow!
Love you. Thank you for calling. Ow, thank you for watching.
Bye, you guys.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Keep sharing the show. Ow!
Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's got some really good. Okay, so who's that? I don't know who's this.
What does it say?
It said, who is this? Let's try calling in.
What does it say?
I don't know. Let's see who it is.
All right, another phone call. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit later. We get to a pilot to talk about what actually.
Thank you for calling in to News and Booze. Who do we got?
Fuck, wicked, jungle is massive.
Who's this?
Oh,
it's Dom.
What's up, Dom?
Hey,
Dom.
What's gravy, baby?
What's happening, brother?
How you doing, George? How you doing, Chacho?
How you
Hey, I gotta say, I love me some Chacho, dude. Only just cause you knew about the feel so good. Like you always on some cool tip in some way. I got love for some Chacho, man, for
Hey,
sure.
man, I appreciate that. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate that. Ow,
You know what?
what's on your mind? What's on your mind
His
tonight?
dick has not been sucked today. So.
Oh, yeah, he's
you know,
smoking
Chacho brought up something like really interesting, man. I kind of wanted, when I saw you guys are doing DEI, I was like, oh, it reminds me of all the bullshit people be talking about affirmative action. People
Fuck
forget how
affirmative
much
action.
right-wing people fucking used to put shit against that, like morons. The same kind of way, like, you know, that people attack DEI.
Go ahead, yeah. That's what you're calling in.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Let it
crazy.
out.
Like
Let
people
the
like
people judge you.
certain points that they put to where it's like, oh, well, this and it should be a meritocracy, but it really, they don't point out how many jobs it's really affected in allowing representation, because unfortunately, people can make discrimination like hires as much as way more than they've done to support diversity.
Hey,
In the workplace.
I do
and
have a-
representation is important, man. And so
man, you know,
what are you going to do instead of DEI? What's your idea to provide like equity?
Merit-based? No equity? No,
What about
no
Lloyd
equity.
Austin, bro? I mean, you guys like...
That guy sucked, dude.
That guy had way
he was in
more
a coma.
experience.
He was in a
senior
coma for 3
military
months.
guy.
Yeah, he did,
Yeah.
but he was when he got
Now
hired,
you
he
got
was in a coma
Fox
for like
News
3
host?
months.
Now
Yeah,
you'd rather have a Fox News host that was like,
It's like
he
saying
didn't do shit.
It's like saying
for the
Trump.
military,
It's like
bro.
saying Trump is a TV show host.
Yeah, practically. Yeah, you're getting it, bro.
Yeah, no, so
Now
you're lying.
fucking getting it.
So you're lying about that. Oh, so what's
Oh my
Trump's
God.
background? Trump's background
That
is
was perfect,
a
bro.
TV show host.
You just did
Trump
it. You
was
just did-
a
Oh,
real estate mogul, businessman, president
Yeah, who
once,
worked with the
president
mafia
twice.
and didn't
He
pay
did.
people and has
Yeah,
scammed so many
because
people. Oh, dude, you just setting
in the
it up.
mafia. Oh yeah, because
Perfect,
because
dude.
the
Go
mafia
for it.
ran New York, and who kicked the mafia out of New York?
Not really,
who
bro.
kicked
How
the
many
mob out of
times-
New York?
how many
Rudy
weird building
Giuliani,
deals did he
who
make,
you
bro, with-
are trying to tell.
Okay.
Didn't Rudy Giuliani kick out the mob in?
No, way back in Trump's career, bro. He went for common man. You're a common man like me. Let's not say poor, man. Because I'm rich in
like
a lot
the
of ways.
Pelosi.
Yeah, not monetarily.
And the Newsom.
Hey, bro, if you got family, community, and love, and food in your belly and shit, there's riches beyond money. And my tummy ain't growling, bro.
You know, I'm very happy that all of a sudden now that Trump led you to God, to Jesus, because you've been posting a lot of Jesus stuff on your.
Oh, I always do. It's
so
hilarious.
So
I'm very anti-Christian. I try to keep it not so hard because I have a lot of Christian friends that are, and they're actually about their like values and morals. Unlike the Trump thing's hilarious because it's like, whoa, so antithetical to the morals people claim to have, you know? So that's just a funny ground for trolling. And I don't, it's excellent.
Dom, do you have any a point you want to make? I got 3 other callers right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should definitely understand that. Like, okay, so
calling, I
my
appreciate
question,
it, man.
I have a question, bro. I have a question.
Go ahead.
What is your idea for replacing DEI that would actually allow people opportunity and allow equity for the
Go to school,
the
go to
entire
college.
population of our country?
It's very simple.
What do you think would be better?
Literally merit based.
Go to school, go to
that
college.
hasn't proven to be a thing that has worked,
Has
and
it
in fact,
happened?
it's kept people. That's why people are so underrepresented. Why do you think we've had to have affirmative action? Why do you think
I'm
we've
not going to
had
put this. I'm not
have
going to put
DEI?
some guy who has 6th
Bro,
grade
you can point
education.
out some shit.
Yeah, just
Experience.
go to school, get college, and show your degree, show your merit, and show your.
So you would
yeah,
rather
And
have
so that's worked
military
for black
background-
women.
a military
That's worked for black
background?
women in the past.
so a
background.
So you prefer
military
a victim
background?
totem pole?
No, I'm just saying if you think that there is a real meritocracy, that you have a complete misunderstanding of the point of these
Well,
programs.
no, what
bro.
I'm saying is that
Like,
there
you have
is
no
that
idea
there
what-
isn't. There isn't.
This is a
one.
whole. This is a whole.
There
There's
has-
There
Let's
is.
go get to the
There
next-
never
next
has
caller.
been a meritocracy. It's only. Why do you think it's been dominated
Finally,
by like
good thing we're
white
doing it
males?
now.
Because they've been the most competent. No, it's only been dominated by white males in so many
That's
fields.
racist.
That's
Why
why.
would
That's
you
why.
say that?
No. Hear me out.
All
Hear me
colors
out.
in the cabinet.
There's
right
a
now.
reason why that shit's happened, bro.
I don't subscribe to victim mentality, buddy.
I don't know. It's not victim mentality. It's weird that we block things like black excellence when we can support it. You know, and how many people have worked hard to get a degree.
And Black
They're told
Lives
to have
Matter,
to
they
go
burn
through
their cities
something,
down.
bro.
We'll see you next
No.
time.
I'm
Black Lives
just
Matter,
saying.
they burn their shit down.
Imagine working
That's
your
where
ass
I'm
off
from.
and getting a degree and then not being able to get the job, and someone saying,
Yeah, that
"Oh,
sucks
this person
too.
is
A lot of
less
people went to
qualified. It's
college,
less
and a lot of people have
qualified."
college,
It's fucked up. So
and they have school loans to pay off. Yeah, you're right. You're right about
call
that.
out.
Hey,
They should apply. Apply now. Apply now.
Call out those institutes. Yeah, exactly.
Apply
Do
now.
you think it's really? Do you really think it's
New
not a
media.
problem? It exists.
No.
Do you think that that's never been? So you're saying that that's never been a problem?
Back in
where
the
it's like
60s,
a woman could go to
back in
college
the-
and get
back
the
in the-
same degree as a guy and be more
Again,
qualified.
I
than the
mentioned
person they hired.
affirmative. I mentioned earlier affirmative
Back
action.
in the 50s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they already did. They already did it once. They're
Man,
trying
that
to
was
do it
dumb when
again.
right-wing people argued against affirmative action all the time. It was
it's the same
thinly
bullshit.
veiled
The same
racism,
bullshit.
bro.
Yeah. Why bring people in because of the color of their skin? Because they don't know the goddamn thing.
That's what they would
to be
say about
doing. That's
affirmative
right.
action, but the
All
facts
right.
are that it actually helps people and set more people into positions.
Maybe they
that
would go to
were actually
school.
the
Oh,
more qualified person.
my uncle got his job.
You're
I'll go
basically
to
saying
school
you
now.
don't think women and people of color aren't as qualified.
Who
generally
says that? So-
is what you're hinting at. That if you're saying meritocracy,
So call out those institutions. It shouldn't be on the it shouldn't be on the federal level that we're gonna hire you because of the color of your skin. Because of the sins of your
Look what happened to
father.
that other fucking faggot they got out with
Whoa!
he was all in
It would just have to be like
nuclear waste.
a reality for you to.
All right,
you might be too
we'll
much of
talk
an
to you next
idealist.
show. We'll talk to you on the next show. We got other people to talk to, as George would actually say. All right, somebody else be calling in to see who this is.
That was Dom.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great call. I love it. We got to move on. We only have so much time. Let's call somebody else that wants to talk.
What's up? Thank you so much for calling in. This is News and Booze.
If you're hearing this voice, you know you're getting moist.
This son of a bitch.
Oh, man. We're trying to keep the... What's up?
He's a good debater.
He's a master debater, yeah.
He is a master debater.
I'm just glad he found Jesus through Trump.
I'm glad he found our show.
I'm glad. Hey, you know what? It's funny.
I love you, Dom. I love the fact that he knows George, and I met him through. I don't even know the guy, but I love the fact that he watches the show and calls in.
He's your Danny
Just
Crusoe.
yeah, there we go. Oh, we're all friends. We're all friends.
What's up, Triple M?
No keyboards. We're all friends.
You know, we're just vibing right now. We're out here about to head to a wrestling show in Chino.
Oh, where?
Winning
Nice.
Circle Pro Wrestling.
Did you just say an Asian slur?
No. I don't.
Happy ending wrestling.
Chino, what's up, brother?
Oh, Chino, California.
Come
on, man.
Winning Circle
Chino
Wrestling. Slice Boogie is defending his Winning Circle Heavyweight Championship belt, so I'm going out to support my champion tonight. But talking about some stuff that's hot, damn, that Cypher Maniacal track is banging.
Sheesh. Crew with Wishbone, Merc
Yes,
Benaya, and Merc Benaya, Wishbone,
Ghost
Mascom.
Mascom. Yeah.
Oh man, what was that? Was that a treat, right? And actually, we're probably gonna play this for the commercial break.
I'll play it
You
again.
gotta run that, bro. I need to hear it again. All my
play it
friends are
again?
asking for it.
We're gonna play it right now, brother. We're gonna play it right now.
After
But
this.
I just also want to give a shout out to my friends, the Avengers up there in the high desert. Y'all know who you are.
The Avengers.
We're trying to bring justice and stop these PDF Muppets up in the high desert.
The Muppets in the high desert.
The Muppets.
All right. So what time's the show at?
It starts at 7, but thanks to our wonderful freeway system, I hope I'll make it on time with all this traffic.
Triple M is going to make it there. Triple M will make it out too. Can you give a quick plug, a quick shout out?
To Winning Circle Pro, go ahead and follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Their current champion is my SoCal heavyweight champion as well, Slice Boogie, the king of the concrete jungle. You have greats like Delilah Doom, Oscar Felix, and so many more on the card tonight. It's their 2-year anniversary, and it's coming to you live from the VFW in Chino, California.
All right, so make sure you plug in the website there. People still got about 45 minutes to get there before the doors open. And actually, because per your request, we're going to play Crew featuring Wishbone, Bones Thugs and Harmony, Ghost Mascom, Cypher Maniacal, and Merc Benaya up next. Any final words you got?
Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all be good vibes out there. And be nice to George and Jamie. They just try to entertain y'all. Aren't you entertained?
We're drunk entertainment instigators. We are DEI, my brother. We are DEI.
Hey, George, can I get hired because I'm 1/16 Samoan?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You got to be trans.
He's always been a
transmission.
He's always been the political analyst, though.
He is our political analyst. You know,
we don't have money to hire, but we don't do some for voluntary for free.
Things, George. I analyze a lot of things.
Analyze a lot of things. I like that.
Internalize, analyze. Yep.
Analyze a lot of things.
Brother. Well,
speaking of which, George, did you drink some piss today?
We'll get to my piss drinking story today.
George didn't piss today, but we'll get to that after this. This is crew feature.
Don't forget, I can analyze so deep I make Agent Twinkie.
Ooh! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Crew featuring Wishbone, Merc Panaya, Cypher Maniacal,
and the one and only Gosel Mascom.
Thanks so much for calling in, Triple M.
Local music spotlight right here, right now. Ow! Be right back.
Let's get this music done, man, so when we can start moving around again, we got something fresh and new out here.
Come in, you explain, sing it in a range. If you're not worried about me, well, these people are deranged. Shouting, I heard them getting real pretty. Hear over them, over. And feel like who you coming for. You realize what you running for. I'll condone your lies. When I talk fast, look in my eyes, you damn right. I'm not the one, ain't got no money, better get some. I bought a house, finna flip that, take all the profit in double size. Fall back with that hater priest, try to question mine, I get hellified. Shun me and I pop up, didn't bet on that now, did ya? Get one chance to shine that sword, but you a sloppy ninja. Better call it truce, I touch down with truths, not once did I mention gun blast. But please take this as a warning, bro, I'm fueled up and we'll smash. Bet UGA is my family, if you hate my kind, keep your head down. Let it ring across the 760, Victor Rose, my town. Y'all heard we talk with bone, multiple crowns on the throne. All love and humble united, government souls to the real in the zone and zone and zone. Come in, you explain, sing it in a range. If you're not worried about me, well, these people are deranged. Shouting, I heard them getting real pretty. Hear over them, over. And feel like who you coming for. You realize what you running for.
Real thugs from the streets. Don't act like it hard, niggas street niggas love me. Cause I know when I speak, it's a real shit, sick shit. Really wanna test these, put up your cheese. Zip it up and leave you. Lucky we took it. In the right way till they had you on your knees. Stuck up, headed for the highway. Let them fuck, let them walk, watch us walk up. Get twos wanna lose, better lock up. Gotta watch us with nothing to lose. Nigga hood rough, nigga no blood. Wanna touch us, gotta reach up. Don't know no fire that's deeper. Just cross and meet that reaper. Got enough juice, but I wanna eat. You pussies are snacks, you tough like the streets. You want it, you got it, let's hit. That harmonies, but bother me and I hit you with that shit. You pussies are snacks, you tough like the streets. You want it, you got it, let's hit. That harmonies, but bother me and I hit you with that shit.
Cypher Maniacal.
Yo. Dropping with prominent dominance. I'm honest when I say we ominous. Living monuments. We just a mob of threats. Might beat you black and blue. And speak them facts ain't true. Or you'll meet the back of a brew if you proceed to attack the crew. We don't play, no, we don't play. Yep, I'm cool, but don't get in my way. This is family business. That's when I flip the switch and rip them all day. Shit is madness. Can you imagine the magic of them getting a staggering to static? Through it up, we've had it. Wreak havoc like every which way. Hey. We out here hustling on the streets. Gotta put that muscle in. They can't see me when I do what I do. Cause I do it to the point where I crushing them. We spit that real shit from the IE all the way to the double block. Both thugs in the anthem, we trampling these suckers up and down every block.
Come in, you explain, sing it in a range. If you're not worried about me, well, these people are deranged. Shouting, I heard them getting real pretty. Hear over them, over. And feel like who you coming for. You realize what you running for.
We are back We're back. We're back.
We are
Let the
back.
credits play. We're playing. We're back. Yes. Thank you for listening and watching Epic Television News and Booze. Our phone number is 760-887.
6866.
And yeah, I posted on Anthony Hauser's post a comment or thread, and nobody has called in. It's just like I knew, and I said
they said they were going to call in.
It's so funny, man. People just wanted to do their keyboard warrior bullshit. And that's where you draw the line. Like, hey, put up or shut up. Everyone wants to fight, too. Oh, put a diaper on your face. Oh, whatever that even means. Fucking call in. I'll put a diaper on your fucking mouth. What the fuck? What state are you calling in from? Call in for one. All right, let's go ahead and get to the, let's get to some significant sources. I have a person here I'm going to call on the line right here, right now. It's actually been a pilot for the last 25 years. Flew every plane you can think of, including commercial, is now in charge of. What's up, Mr. Villanueva? You're our pilot for our pilot insight tonight here on News and Booze.
What's going on, sir?
Thank you for calling in, sir.
Oh, we called him.
You're welcome.
We called him.
So you've been. You want to give us a little brief history of your
your
credentials?
Have you been watching? Have you been watching the show or no?
By my credentials.
Yeah, what you've done,
Yeah.
a little history, a little your experience.
Yeah. I've been, I started flying in 1994. I joined an airline in 2001. I've been effectively an airline pilot for coming up on 24 years. I've flown turboprops, jets. I've done it all. I've first officer, captain. I've been an instructor, examiner. I'm currently the chief pilot for the airline right now that I'm working for.
Wow.
I told you.
So a lot of people have a lot of opinions that aren't in the industry,
and everybody's saying it's Trump's fault.
Well, no, it's not. I could tell you. Well, I'll do you one better. I've actually personally flown that route that exact same river visual, and I've actually flown it with the turboprop with no autopilot.
Wow.
Go ahead.
So you've been flying it. You flew that one in manually, no fly by wire, no autopilot.
Yeah. So I'm pretty familiar with that route. I've flown it, several times.
A lot of people say it's very exhilarating. It's like a tough airport to get into just because.
Well, they say Big Bear is
turn.
Every airport is not easy, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but some are trickier than others, and what makes that one particularly challenging, number one, is when you come along that river. You have that restricted airspace, because you have the White House, you have the monument, so you don't have any wiggle room to make a mistake. And also, those runways in Reagan, they're fairly short, especially if they were climbing for runway 33 was a short runway.
Yeah.
And, there's two runways lined up, essentially right next to each other. So, when you're coming down that and you're descending, you're laser focused on that, on that runway that you're going to be lining up because you don't have much of a turn to line up.
Yeah.
And when you're flying these jets, it's what we call it. It's all about managing the energy. The energy of the aircraft. It's all about airspeed energy management. So
trimming,
it's not like just,
You're focused on trimming and all that?
Yeah, they auto trim, but you're really focused on the airspeed, the energy, because when you have a short runway, you have to, you have a certain point where you got to touch down and, and get the thing stopped.
Or do a go around. How far?
Correct.
There's no chance for a go around at this point because they didn't even see it. They didn't even think about it. Everything was all go. Everything was clear to them.
Well, correct. And there's a lot of questions still that have to be answered because we don't know, the helicopter, they were on an ultra high frequency, they were on a UHF, we typically on VHF. Mm-hmm. Were they hearing us? I heard some, where they said traffic in sight, but we don't know if they saw the airplane. Right now, it doesn't look like that was the case. I don't know. But too many things have to factor out. Too many things have to come out. And I know everybody keeps talking about this traffic collision avoidance system.
No. MCATs?
TCAS.
Oh, TCAS.
It's TCAS. Yeah, traffic collision avoidance. You have to know about TCAS, though. When you get below a certain altitude, they stop. I don't want to say they stop working, but typically what a TCAS does, it gives you what we call
terrain.
If you have
terrain.
Well,
terrain.
that's terrain advisory. That's different.
Oh, okay.
The way TCAS works is these airplanes have transponders, right?
Yeah.
And there's a certain level of transponders. So if you have a target coming at you, the TCAS can tell you to climb, descend, monitor vertical speed. The TCAS can tell you, to give you evasive maneuvers, and they do what is called a resolution advisory.
Yeah.
But below a certain altitude, that ceases because they're not going to say, hey, descend, you go right to the ground. So those alerts cease. So it's pretty much up to the pilots now to be alert. What I don't understand, and I don't have the answer to this, is I'm not sure why ATC cleared that helicopter to fly along that path while that aircraft was coming on a descent? That's what I would be asking. And I just don't know why they were cleared to fly down that route.
Yeah, and the other thing I'm seeing too is that they were 200 meters above what they were cleared for, unless that's fake news.
So
there's just too much.
Speaking of it, so Saul, why are people saying it's Trump's fault?
No.
Well, I mean,
politicizing or something.
I mean, let's just answer the question, because people that are watching tonight, I've been arguing with people that I normally don't do, but people say it's Trump's fault. So to be more specific, he was supposed to fire 800 people from aircraft,
ATC,
air traffic control. But another question, this is a 2-point question, is why are people saying it's Trump's fault, or did he fire anybody that was in those aircraft or those towers?
ATC, the towers
at Ronald Reagan Airport.
I don't know if anyone air traffic control has been fired yet, to my knowledge, but they definitely will be interviewed, and all this, everything's recorded. So they'll go back and they'll look at the recordings, they'll listen to everything, readbacks. We don't even know if I don't even know if the crew, and not only that, but that airplane that crashed, I'm actually licensed to fly that specific airplane as well. I have many hours flying that specific airplane.
The regional jet?
The regional jet, yeah, the 200, 700, 900. So I'm very familiar with that aircraft as well. And, we don't know if the pilot saw it at the last minute, try to make an evasive maneuver, but there's just nowhere, it's really tricky. We don't know. There's just too many unknowns yet.
Right.
And they'll take everything out, and they'll everybody calls it the black box, but we have what we call it's actually called a flight data recorder. It's FDR, and a CVR. That's the cockpit voice recorder as well. So they'll retrieve that. I'm not sure if the Black Hawk has those. I would imagine it does at a certain level. And then they're gonna look at everything. We know obviously what the outcome was.
Yeah.
But it's horrific at best, because it's just I would imagine those pilots are probably laser focused right on that
the runway. Yeah. Because it was dark, so they see the lights, the runway lights. They're probably focused on trying to hit that.
So again, there's no way that it's Trump's fault.
No. What they're trying to say is that Trump was firing, but ATC workers. But here's the thing: from my understanding, and this is another report that came out on multiple sources, is that they were understaffed. That there's 18 people doing a 30-person job or something like that.
Right.
How true is that, from your experience?
I don't have the answer to that question. I don't know anything about staffing levels, and I don't understand. What I don't know is, what is required for staffing levels for that operation. In ATC. I'm not an ATC expert.
Yeah. But you work with them.
Yeah, we work with them. Yeah, but like if you ask me, how many people need to be staffed at a certain point?
Yeah.
These airports, they have different class categories. Again, you have Class C airspace, Class D. Typically, it depends on how many departures and arrival you have within a certain time frame. And I don't know if Reagan is class. I can't remember if I'm pretty sure it's a Class B, which is the most restrictive.
Yeah, I hear it's one of the busiest airports.
It is busy. I've flown in and out of there many times.
What do you think it might have been a human error? And have you heard about the latest crash that just happened an hour ago
in Philadelphia?
No, I have not. I was out running errands. I just literally walked in the door when you guys started calling.
Yeah, it looked like a medevac, some sort of a medevac plane went down over Philadelphia. Man, it's
just
horrendous.
about the past hour.
Not a good day for
aviation.
No.
And it's all Trump's fault, right, bro? And my last question, Saul, to you is, do you think that, everybody's blaming Trump, do you think that DEI has anything to do with this?
No. I don't believe it. No, I don't believe they have anything to do with taking out a regional airline with innocent lives on board. I don't believe that at all, personally.
How can we establish confidence in our listeners that air safety is key? What can you tell our listeners to have confidence in their airlines? Obviously,
and
the last major airline.
Stop blaming Trump for everything.
The last major airline that crashed in the U.S. prior to this was in 2009. So we had 16 years of safety, in the sky.
I'm already calling this crash happened an hour ago. I'm already calling it terrorist. I just threw it out there.
You have to remember, these airlines we fly, you know, billions of miles, billion passengers. You have to, you know, over the next 9 years, it's like, but, you know, unfortunately, you know, in any mode of transportation, there's always going to be, you know, a cause for an accident, whether you're taking a train or a bus or an air, you know, but still airlines is still the safest. If you look at the statistics, it's still the safest mode of transportation. You know, the airplanes that we fly are very sophisticated. They do a great job, and frankly, we do have the best air traffic controllers in the world. I mean, I've flown, but you know, unfortunately, accidents will be a part of it's just a part of the human equation, unfortunately.
I mean, look at how many car accidents a day, how many collisions, how many, I mean, flying is the safest mode of transportation by far. It's just horrific because it gets all over the news. The local accident that kills a family down the street and a car doesn't get broadcast worldwide. And it's just because the media, you know, the way the media works, man. But anything interesting you want to tell us about what got you into flying? What got me into flying? I've always wanted to be a pilot ever since I was very young. My uncle took me when I was, you know, really young. He took me to it's not there anymore, El Toro Air Force Base to go to air show. Yeah.
And ever since that day, it just that was just what I wanted to do.
Here, hold on a second. Let me interrupt, Saul. Your grandpa flew too. He had a Cessna, right?
He had a biplane, a Stearman.
Okay. And really quickly, before we let you go, since we didn't get to it, Saul, tell George about Jason Frank.
We're
going back. Yeah. Go for it.
The high school bully.
Yeah, I told you. I see. We didn't get to the interview that was a month ago, but same guy, same friend. He's a pilot and Jason Frank. We know Jason Frank. Tell you about those people that didn't believe you. You didn't go to high school with Jason Frank.
Well, maybe that's why he oofed himself. Who knows? Okay, who knows?
Fuck that guy.
I gather that if we ran into him before, he probably would be pretty apologetic. I don't like to think that he was like that.
In his 40s, if I would have ran into him again, I would have fucking just punched him in the fucking face.
I don't think you're not the same person you were.
All I want to do is I want to punch him in the face.
Whoa!
Yeah, but you have to remember he had like multiple black belts, so that might not.
I still punch him in the. I still try.
One punch. You got one punch.
I still try to punch him in the fucking face.
He's got a puncher's chance.
All right, here you go, George. All right, here you go. Ask you questions about Jason Frank. So tell us your story real quick.
What happened?
What happened?
No, with what?
With
Jason,
with hear the bullying story.
Oh yeah, he was a bully. He would we were in shop class, and you'd be busy working on something. He'd come up behind you and he'd punch your kidneys or kick you.
What an asshole!
He put gum in. He had kind of time. He threw gum in my hair. He was not a. Here's a funny thing was actually, believe it or not, people realize. Jason Frank and I, we used to be really close friends. He used to come over to my house quite often. My mom, we met him. He used to ride a little moped, moped.
Yeah, the Spree, the Honda Spree.
Yeah, and we were friends. And then one day, one weekend he wanted, but we were going on a family vacation. I couldn't hang out, and ever since then, he just thought I blew him off, and all of a sudden, he just became a bully. And yeah, he was not a he was a bully.
He was green with envy, or something like that. No, you know what? But I find it hard to believe that he would have been the same person. I was more of a Red Ranger type of guy, but I think I find it hard that he was the same person. But the Red Ranger, Austin St. John, said that he was a bully too until the day he died, and that's probably one of the reasons why he oofed himself, because he was an asshole and he did a lot of bad things. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever it is now, he's no longer with us, and I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but but I mean, I will back what Jay says that he definitely
was a bully.
He was.
And then he became anti-bullying, the face of anti-bullying with the Power Ranger.
I actually have a story. If you want to, if you have another minute to spare, I actually have a story. Because when we did this the story of the show, the theme a month and a half ago, all about the Power Rangers and all that. I started thinking to myself, like, why was he so bad to me? Because I really kind of, I saw my test of this. He kind of really didn't mess with me too much. I just kind of walked my way around the wood shop and just avoided the guy because he was sitting there throwing gum in Saul's hair. Not only Saul, but everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody that would this, and then he was. Saul, you forgot to mention he was a part of this black gang in our high school. They went by NIC, Ninjas in Charge.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was a part of this black gang called Ninjas in Charge.
It was a black belt club. It was a black,
and then they were all like, this little short fucking fat. He was kind of like chubby, just like he was like Nelson Muntz. Am I right, Saul?
Yep. Yes, you're right.
Jason Frank was like Nelson Muntz.
He was chubby.
For The Simpsons, from The Simpsons. I know George has never watched a single episode of The Simpsons. But that's the best way to describe this piece of shit.
Wow,
so,
you're so angry at him.
Oh, man, I hate the motherfucker. I'm glad.
Dead.
I'm glad. I'm good.
He's gone.
You know who else I wish was dead too?
Biden.
Yep. How did you know? How did you know? His time is coming, man.
Saul, you have a very angry friend over here.
Let me tell you what. Remember one time we used REI that does outdoor sporting place, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, here, Saul, I figured it out, and this is why he would always try to get my Oakleys. He would always try to steal my Oakleys off my head.
Your shades.
My Oakley razors. Remember back in the day?
Yeah.
They were like $75, and it was like that was like $300 now. Then I was a kid. And he would always try to steal my Oakley razors off my head, and I was always taking them out, put in my pocket, like, oh, I'm gonna hide my shit.
Yeah.
Like it was like Debo on Friday.
He was a fucking bully.
Yes, right. There we go. Oh, now, actually, that's not for that guy. Tag that guy on this show. Tag him to watch this. Here's the reels back.
We're gonna clip this part right here.
So he would always try to steal my Oakley razors off my head. And I just started putting it in my pocket before I went in the fucking woodshop. Like Saul, right?
What's the worst thing he did to you, Jay? The worst thing he did to you?
So he would always kind of like just give me the look around like
like try to scare you.
I'm just exactly. He'd be throwing like Saul said, sucker punching and fucking with everybody. Don't get us back again. But all right, so here we go. And here's another story you probably might have remembered, but I thought it out of my mind from that last show we were supposed to do, and that show got cut off, unfortunately. Anyways, here's part 2. So, and he started getting on me like, give me your glasses. I was like, no. But I'll get you some. He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, we'll go to REI and we'll go steal some. We'll go steal them.
He told you that?
Yes, we did it together.
You stole some glasses?
Saul, check this out. You probably remember the story very vaguely. I'm not sure if I even told you this one, but I'm telling this here tonight.
You guys went on his little Vespa.
I got in the back of his fucking Sprite, a Honda Sprite, the little tiny little fucking, and we went all the way from Benita High all the way to San Dimas to REI.
Did you hold him by his waist?
Probably.
Like,
probably. I don't know.
You held the Green Ranger's waist?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about that way, but this is how I got out of it, Saul. This is how I got out of it too. And we went to REI, and we were looking, and I was kind of showing them like, all right, we're going to. There were these glasses, Oakley glasses behind the counter, right? And I really don't remember the details. All I remember is going to the fucking. I hate to say this, man. Live
sounds
on
like
the
a
air.
romance novel to me.
I hate to say this live on the air, but you know what? I'm always fucking completely transparent to my audience. And I went into the changing room, and somehow, some way, the Oakleys ended up in my pants.
Oh my!
And somehow, some way, a pair of Oakleys ended up in his pants. And he drove me back on his Honda Spree to the townhouses.
Did he kiss you at the end?
And we did a bob, and he was like, thanks, bro. And we both got a pair of free Oakleys. And
How old was he?
I never had a problem again.
How old were you guys?
That was, sophomore year?
So you were 16-year-old lovers
God.
in a Honda Spirit.
So I know I wanted to say this story 2 months ago, as we were talking about the Jason Frank thing, and that is why he never fucked with me.
Wow, Saul, you should have done that. You should have rode on his.
But still, I still hate the fucking. I still hate him. I'm still don't. I'm so glad.
I think I saw them going down the road. I think Jay was holding on to his black belt.
Damn, that wasn't his belt.
Black cock.
Oh my God.
Hey yo, what's up, y'all?
That is crazy.
Posse up. Buzzer. Oh my God, Saul, come on, am I wrong?
Oh my gosh, I'm about to throw up.
Saul, am I wrong? Buzzer. Is he there still?
Saul, you there?
I'm here.
He's like,
is that what he used to say? Buzzer, buzzer.
Yeah, they remember something. Buzzer. Him and the fucking and then the ninjas in charge would come in there. They were doing they were singing Posse on Broadway.
Why would you? Why?
Remember Saw?
Oh, that's scary, man.
Yeah, Sean Enos.
Yeah, see, he knows. Sean Penis. Are you watching out there? Yeah.
You just said that too. Oh my.
Do I lie? I don't lie. I told this whole story.
I'm laughing so hard.
Oh
right
my
now.
God!
Just
Yeah,
imagine you, the Vespa behind him.
No, it's not a Vespa. It was a Spree. It was a Honda Spree. Let's look it up.
I can't stop laughing.
It's even smaller and more gay than that.
I can't stop laughing.
But you know what? I wanted you to hear this story because I was thinking about myself. What happened through all that whole time that we were, he was a bully, kicking everybody, beating a bully, and why did I get out of it? And that's why.
Because he
was a fucking criminal.
Oh my God! Well,
I just showed him how to do it.
Wow. Well, Saul, do you have any advice for people that want to switching about? Do you have any advice for anybody that wants to be a pilot? How can they start?
Saul, you can't afford FGS at REI. Well, remember that? Remember that quote? He has the FGS insurance at REI.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry, man. This is too much information.
So, real fast. What do you have any advice for anybody that wants to be a pilot?
Yeah. So, if they want to be a pilot, there's several universities that offer flight programs. Mm-hmm. But my advice would be to just go to if you want to get a degree, go to a traditional school. Uh-huh. And I would, I'm not saying that they're not good. They're very expensive. I would just go to a local airport and just find a local flight school that's not affiliated with it. And you'll get just as good as instruction there. And you'll save a significant amount of money. I would start that way. And once you get started, just pretty much anybody that you're going to come across will kind of help you along your career. That's
you say
my advice.
Investing in schooling, you're probably looking at what, at $30,000, $35,000?
Oh no, I don't know what it is anymore, but it's well more than 100,000 to get all your ratings at this point.
With inflation, yeah, with the ratings, yeah. Well, yeah. I really really appreciate your insight.
Yes,
maybe one day we could
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me all night long.
Get in that jump seat with you and go along with you, brother.
I meet up with Laughlin once a year. You come on, bring your family on, let's have a good time, and meet with Saul. And we'll go for a flight.
I would love that.
We'll plan on it.
All right, brother. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, thank you for all your insight and everything. And all jokes aside, we wanted to make everybody should put their feet in their mouths because nobody knows anything about how they fly planes, and everybody thinks it's Trump's fault. So,
well, it's good to know that because a lot of people have a lot of opinions. It's nice to hear from someone that actually flies the skies and knows what's going on. So, thank you so much, brother. God bless you. Godspeed.
Thank you guys. You guys have a good night.
All right, man. Too, listen back to the show, bro. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
The Green Ranger. Oh my gosh,
man. Hey, what happened there, man?
That was very insightful, man.
Well, you know what? I thought, like I said, remember we had that show about it, and then we never recovered from it.
I remember you telling me about that.
We never recovered from it. So this is the first show back since we're up to part 2. So
maybe we should have the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger forum guy back.
Maybe we should tag that guy in this show so you can hear the actual. I thought about it a long time. I thought about it.
Yeah,
it was bothering me. It's like, why? What did I have against this guy? And I realized that's exactly what I did. I bought my way out of it because he was just like.
And ever since
I had a pair of Oakley razors, razor blades. That was a thing at the time. And he'd be like, "Oh, give me!" I rip them off your face, like literally. I'll do it.
You know why he did that? Because he was trying to make sure
that he would steal them from other people.
Accomplice, that he was an accomplice. If he got caught, you would have got caught too.
Well, I'm talking about in high school when he was stealing them off people's faces.
That's what I'm saying.
Oakley razors. Here's how you get your own.
How many did you guys steal?
Just one pair.
Just one pair. That's it.
I had no. That's my only history with him. Yeah, that's it.
And then he was cool with it. But he made you do the dirty work.
No, we were cool after that.
No, he made.
He did the same thing though. I didn't take 2 pairs. He got his own pair. I met him outside. It was like, Honda Spree. We'll look at that shit up. Anyways, shall we get back to the national anthem or what?
Yeah, let's get the national anthem. We'll do one more time. Oh, and I got to talk about my pee-pee.
All right, we'll be right back. We'll just get back to the beginning. Thank you for listening to the show, checking the shit out. No Keyboard Warriors called in. I know we posted it on that thread. Anthony Hauser, what's up with your fucking cronies? I'm Chacho.
This is Georgia Day.
And our phone number is
760-887-6866.
Batch! National Anthem. Stay tuned.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light one so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the hope of the
Two, one.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know how to say it now. Godby Hewitt?
Godby Hewitt.
Godby, sorry. Yeah, man. I don't want to miss anybody. But you know what? That guy knows. He was there. Apparently, he was there at the Insurrection Day.
But he did not go.
Do we have his phone number? Should we call him? I want to talk to him about that.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see if he answers. Clint.
Yeah, well,
I'm
you
interested.
try to figure out. All right, so
Yeah,
boy, do I got a
interested.
story today, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of embarrassing. So,
Go for it. This is not one that I've heard people. I mean, I can imagine.
I'm at the bank.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to get a loan.
For what?
For a DEI loan.
For a DEI loan? What? Okay.
Trying to get a loan. I'm trying to get like I said, an RV. And my son says he needs to go pee-pee.
PPDs.
Pee-pee. I asked the bathroom. I'm like, I asked the bathroom. I asked the bank if they have a bathroom. They don't have any public bathrooms.
I take him in there, so easy to piss all over the place. Where's your bathroom?
I said, dude, just go outside. Go pee next to the car.
I would just call him out at the bank. Yeah.
Whatever. So anyways, I'm at the bank, trying to get the loan. 30 minutes later, we leave, and man, am I thirsty. Pick it up. And next thing you know, I'm drinking, and it tastes like hot piss.
Hold on a second. Hello, who's this?
Who do we got calling in? From
Hello.
Washington? Is that a Washington state number?
Hello.
Thank you for calling News and Booze. How can I help you? All right.
Oh man, maybe they got excited. Maybe they didn't realize that we were
excited.
live. Oh, they're live. Sorry.
We're live. Thank you. All right.
Anyways, so once again,
so my son goes outside.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been like your.
I drank pee. I drank my son's pee.
It could have been your brother, your grandpa, your sister. It could have been anybody.
I drank my son's pee. But why would my wife leave the straw on the cup that he peed on instead of taking it out? Right? So I'm drinking my soda. I'm expecting Dr. Pepper, not Diet Dr. Kelp. And boy, was that. Oh, man. And I'm trying to spit somewhere. Try not to gag.
Are you driving?
I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving.
I'm driving.
Oh, no. I thought you were parked there.
There's a car next to me. I'm trying to spit out. The guy looks at me like, why the fuck are you spitting on my car?
I'll throw you up.
Dude, I'm literally about to throw up. Literally.
Did you swallow?
Yes!
No! You swallowed it all? And then you threw up. Oh, yikes. That's so. Oh, my God.
I still haven't thrown up. I'm about to throw up right now.
You've been gagging all night.
I have, yeah. Because
because I can smell
it and taste it. Oh my God! All I gotta say is that my son needs to drink more water.
Oh my God! So just to recap that, George's son took a piss in a cup, and George drank it accidentally,
and I drank it. Oh my God!
What happened to Sugar Sean, bro?
He died. Sugar Sean is dead, ladies.
Oh yeah, we're excited. We have a comment. Oh, here we go. Dom, he should have peed in the beer so you could have piss drink. Oh,
I drink Coronas.
Then I would have called that Bud Light.
Bud Light. You know.
Yeah, so you piss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like that is our time for news and booze. Unless you got one more segment.
True stories. Did I want to bring anything else up? Oh, well, I guess I was.
Your colonoscopy?
No, that was years ago. But I wanted to look at the phone to see if anybody commented about that. You know, this will be the people that just to get down on that keyboard warrior, threads and all that. And I happened to post, the link to our show, and then is this here to host your podcast? I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, this is your outlet. This is your outlet that you can call in, and not be behind the keyboard.
760-887-6866.
All right, it is 6:43 p.m. Anything else want to get to our address as far as news, George? Before we let people go,
whether you like it or not, your life will be better.
That's right. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
Give it some time. I'm tired of these people 10 days into a new administration saying, "How come everything isn't fixed?" Because guess what? The previous administration had 4 years, actually 8 years with the Trump administration. They were trying to sabotage them from 2016 to 2020. And now the last 4 years were horrendous. Inflation was through the roof. Oh, the egg prices were like that 2 weeks before Biden left office.
What do you mean? What are you doing to help expedite?
What you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am George Rodez.
I am Chacho.
And your life will be better whether you like it or not. Give us some time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. This has been the episode DEI hires. Drunk, entertaining, Instigators.
That's right. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Well, I guess check out all the other radio shows we do around here. And thank you so much for listening. Hope you had a good time as much as we did. And we're waiting for everybody to call in on Anthony Hauser's thread. I'll go ahead and post I know I posted on there. They bitch the fuck out. That's what happens when you just want to be.
Hold on, we got one more comment. Unless you and your kid get detained for speaking Spanish. No, I do not subscribe to victim mentality, my friend.
Last minute comment. All right, I love that. Ow.
MAGA.
Yeah, I'm looking for the closing screen. Where's the closing video?
All right, buddy. Dom, I don't subscribe to victim mentality, baby. We're Americans. Don't judge me by the color of my skin, but the content of my character and merit. Good night.
We'll see you next time right here live on Epic Television next Friday. I'm Chacho. That's Jay Rodez. Tell your friends. Ow! And you know what? If you think you can do better, start your own fucking show. Ow!
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. And now, to you, distraction.
And you ain't black. If you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. And we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded. Come on, all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on, I'm not going to answer the question. Will you shut up, man? What a stupid son of a bitch.
Wednesday, got nothing to do. 5 p.m. Catch
News and Booze.
If you like straight facts, local music, and cartoons, look no further.
News and Booze.
With KJ, Epic, and J. George too, bringing the flavor with
News and Booze.
If you got a little something to get off your chest, then come be a guest on
News and Booze.
Streaming it live from Facebook and YouTube, who's giving it to you.
News and Booze.
Live performances heavily encouraged. Bring your liquid courage.
News and Booze. News and Booze. News and Booze. News and Booze. News and Booze.
Kick up your feet and pour you a drink. Serve it on the rocks and knock your socks off. Get tossed and tossed. Oh! Distraction signing off.
News and Booze.
It's finally time for
News and Booze. News and Booze. News and Booze. Oh yeah.
And now, Jay Jaime and George Rodez.
Tell me something, Jay. It's still we the people, right? Right?
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. And now, to you, distraction.
And you ain't black. If you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. And we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded. Come on, all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on, I'm not going to answer the question. Will you shut up, man? What a stupid son of a bitch.
Wednesday, got nothing to do. 5 p.m. Catch
News and Booze.
If you like straight facts, local music, and cartoons, look no further.
News and Booze.
With KJ, Epic, and J. George too, bringing the flavor with
News and Booze.
If you got a little something to get off your chest, then come be a guest on
News and Booze.
Streaming it live from Facebook and YouTube, who's giving it to you.
News and Booze.
Live performances heavily encouraged. Bring